Hey guys, so it's Vloggerizio. Apologies for the way I look today. So despite that, I'm making a video. This video is basically about, just a rant about the fact that I really hate how in television shows, movies, in real life, books, people are fumble on how to explain homosexuality to kids. Like when they're like, what does gay mean? And then they act like it's so difficult to explain. And it's not like they're gonna catch it. Homosexuality is not a disease. They're not gonna become gay because you talk about it. They're not gonna become gay if you tell them what it is. Basically all you have to tell them is you just be like, hey, so you know how when a guy and a girl love each other, they start dating and they become boyfriend and girlfriend, and they kiss, they hug, they love each other and all that good stuff. Well, the same thing like with your mom and dad. The same thing happens sometimes with a guy and a guy, or a girl and a girl. Two guys could love each other, or two girls could love each other, and they could start dating and stuff, and eventually they could get married also, like your mom and your dad. It's not that hard to explain, and it's really annoying because everybody acts like it's so difficult and like it's terrible to tell your children about it. No, I'm sorry, like when I used to be a homophobe when I was a child because I really didn't know what it was, and yes, I'm ashamed of it, but when I was 12, somewhere in that vicinity, it was when MySpace was so cool. So it was around that time my cousin, my best friend, Cassidy, the other vlogger, she told me, she finally came out to me, and I tore her apart. I was terrible. I was vindictive, and I was cruel, and I literally was a piece of shit. And I felt exactly that way when she stopped talking to me, and I thought that she hated me. That was the first and only time that we hadn't spoken to each other for like a month. Like, we went a whole month without talking, and it was awful. I felt lousy. I really, really hated myself. So finally I got a hold of her through her, at the time, friend Kayla. I messaged her and I was like, hey, do you think you could have Cassidy message me because I really feel lousy about this whole thing and I need to apologize. And so Cassidy messaged me and we talked it all out, and now that I'm older, I feel a lot different. Like, throughout the years, I've been slowly getting to the point of where I am now. Like, even a couple years ago when I was finally cool with it, I still wasn't cool with gay marriage, but now I'm a proud supporter of it, because really, there's no reason why gay marriage shouldn't be legalized. It has nothing to do with government. It has to do with love. Love, religion, all that good stuff. It doesn't have anything to do with the government. Why is it such a big deal? We're not ruled by the Catholic Church anymore. So, and I'm a Baptist, so, I mean, if I can be okay with, if I can be okay with homosexuality and gay marriage and all that, I don't see why anybody else shouldn't, because why is it their business? Why is it their business what other people do to make themselves and the person that they love happy? If they love each other and they want to make a commitment and get married, why do you care? Why is it your business? You don't care if a black guy and a white chick gets married, or if an Asian and a Latino gets married. Then why do you give a damn if a guy and a guy get married, or a girl and a girl get married? Why is that a big deal? Just because it's different, just because you don't understand it, doesn't mean that you have any right to tell them what they can and can't do. Nobody in the world has that right. If they love each other, they should be allowed to get married. That's my opinion, and if I get hate messages, so be it. I don't care. I am definitely pro gay marriage. It should be legalized. It should have been illegal in the first place, to be honest. Like I said, there's really no reason why it should be illegal. The only people that have a problem with it are Catholics, Christians of any kind. Maybe some other religions, but really, why? Not many people will actually care besides Christians. And I don't see why that is, because in the Bible it says, do not judge thy neighbor, and you're judging your neighbor. God loves everyone. It doesn't matter what you do. Just because you sin, it doesn't mean that he loves you any less, because you sin every day. So you went and cheated on your wife. So that's in the Ten Commandments. Do not commit adultery, I believe, isn't it? So if you think God still loves you for that, then why shouldn't he love someone who's gay? I find it really annoying when Christians turn around and they try to tell homosexuals or bisexuals or any of those people that God does not love them, because that is really not true. It is false. Just because you're gay doesn't mean that God doesn't love you. I'm sorry, but that's really not true. That's a lie. Any Christian who believes that is a hypocrite, because you're judging them for being happy, and then you turn around and you sin and you think it's okay because you're not gay, because you're heterosexual. But no sin is greater or lesser than any other. You can't discern between them, because all sins are the same. Basically, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I'm getting tired.